Welcome inside the Lowry Center. I'm Timmy Weiss, joined alongside by Syracuse Goalkeeper Shea Vanderbosch. Shea, it's your third season on the team this year, and now you're one of the leaders of the squad. How do you feel like you've grown since your first year on the team?
So I think a lot of it is like my position. I've always had to be a leader on the field. I could see the whole field. So I think coming in as a freshman, obviously it's normal to be a little shy and timid, and I think as I have gained more confidence collegiately, playing more games, stuff like that, getting to know my teammates a little more, I think I've become more confident of kind of having more of a voice out there and being loud and directing and stuff like that.
Currently, you lead the ACC in saves. How do you feel? What are some things that you've tried to do to keep your success this season?
So again, I think it's really important that I kind of keep leading my team in a sense of maybe that we're not out of it and that everything kind of matters, and doing whatever you can to maybe put our best effort forward, and stuff like that.
And how do you feel like you've prepared yourself with such an extremely hard ACC slate that you've dealt with that's included 5 currently ranked teams?
So obviously the ACC is really hard. Everyone knows that. It's the most competitive conference in my opinion, women's soccer, and I think it's important that we almost see past that and realize that every team is beatable. There's upsets all the time. It's honestly if you look at the scores and everything right now, it's kind of crazy how that kind of is dealt with. But I think it's important that we are able to honestly show up every day, put our best effort forward, and
Specifically for you, do you feel like there's anything you've done to really get yourself in that state to play against these tough teams like UNC and Wake Forest?
I think for me, I have a pregame ritual of, while everyone else is kind of by the bench, I'll go up by myself and visualize and kind of just focus and make sure my mind isn't elsewhere. One of my big things that I've been doing since freshman year was almost visualizing saves that I've made in the past, and realizing that there could be big time moments where it comes down to me to keep us in the game with a big time save, and I think that's honestly really helped me prepare going into these games, knowing that I've had to perform in some games, and I think being confident enough to honestly take on that role, because being a goalkeeper, the only thing that's behind you is the net, so very little to no error, or else there's a goal. So I think for me, I have to prepare and realize that every team that we play is going to be good, no matter if we're playing a non-conference game or conference. Every game's important, so I think the visualization factor is really big for me.
And it's clear something has been working for you. You had a season high in saves against number 13 Notre Dame in your last time out. Is there possibly another level to Shea Vanderbosch that we haven't seen yet?
I think every game, honestly, I have to be prepared for whatever's going to come my way, and obviously our defenders have worked very hard all season, and I owe it to everyone on that field to step up and perform. So I don't know, I'm ready for anything that comes my way.
So now you guys only have 4 games left in the season. Is there any specific improvements that you really want to try and make?
I think for me personally, I want to maybe clean up my distribution a little bit. I've had a little injury previously in the year where I took 2 games off, and that's been bothering me a bit, but that's not really an excuse. I got to get the ball out of my feet and play quicker.
And then last but not least, is there any specific advice that you would give to a young goalkeeper who's trying to be as good as you?
I think it's going to sound cliche, and I think everyone said it, but follow your dreams. It's important that if you set your mind to something, you go after it, and especially a position like a goalkeeper, I know how much pressure that could be on anyone. But I think they have to welcome the pressure and realize that you can make some big time saves and keep your team in a lot of games.
Well, Shea, thank you so much for all of your thoughts today. That's all I've got for you. I hope you have a great rest of your season.